Did you get your first block done? Are you ready for some more rainy days? Hey everyone, Cristin here, and we are continuing with our spring showers quilt. So we've been working on, we just started yesterday, so you have plenty of time to catch up if you haven't already jumped in. We've done one block so far, and this is the spring showers booklet, and it comes with the CD with all the designs on it. So today we are going to do the second block, the Umbrella 2, and a lot of it is similar to what we did yesterday. So go ahead and get your supplies ready, and like we did yesterday, I just use my little packet of the supplies that we need, and let's go ahead and go over these supplies. So the first one is our background fabric, our main fabric. And so I want to point this out. See that little purple thread on there? You want to make sure to check things like that before you put your fusible backing on the back, because it will show through, especially on a light fabric like this. Thankfully mine was just on the back of my fusible stabilizer, not on my, it didn't get ironed on. So our main fabric today is this, it looks like a silky solid kind of white creamy color. It's plain, there's no design on it that I can see. So we are going to cut this to 8.5 by 8.5, and like I've always said, make sure to back it with fusible stabilizer. That is what will take off any chance of puckering. All right, and we have some quilting and embroidery to do on this, so we don't want it to pucker. So that's our first fabric. It is our background fabric. And then we have two more. And just like yesterday, these are ones that we are going to adhere this vinyl. And it's pretty neat, pretty interesting stuff. So you can see we're going to use this teal fabric, and it is just a silky solid plain teal fabric. That's for the outer canopy. We're going to cut this to 6 by 3.5, so this way, 6 by 3.5. And I did back it with fusible stabilizer, and then after I did that, I put on the vinyl and I cover it with the paper, and you put the softer glossy side down on top of the vinyl, and then you put the paper part on the top, and you use that to iron this. And you can see it adheres to your fabric, and it looks pretty cool. It's like slick, like an umbrella would be. And then I recommend covering it back up until you're going to use it, just so it doesn't curl. But I think it's less likely to curl if you put the fusible stabilizer on the back, because I didn't have any of that, and you can see mine's very solid. So anyway, 6 by 3.5 for that first canopy piece. And then for the second piece, it is this cute teal with circles and flowers fabric, and that one we're going to cut to 3 by 3. This is the inner canopy, and same thing, you can see I adhered that with the fusible vinyl, and I also did fusible backing on the back. And then again, you lay this on the top and use that as your ironing surface and iron. You're also supposed to iron the back of it. I didn't do that, maybe because I have fusible stabilizer on the back, I didn't need to. But anyway, so this one 3 by 3, and it is that teal with flowers and circles on it. So I know some people, several people chose not to pre-cut because it was hard to see with the little pieces showing of what fabric it is. So I'm going over step by step what the fabrics are, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, and then those are the only applique pieces today. So we are gonna quilt this. So as always, you want a piece of batting. So since our final cut size of this project is 6.5 by 6.5, that means we want a piece of batting that is 7 by 7, 7 by 7 batting. And then we're going to use a different quilting design today. So remember that it is optional. You can buy a couple of quilting designs and do that on your entire quilt, or you can buy the bundle, which I think is still on sale, or use one that's already in your collection. Whatever works for you. I'm just going to share what I'm using. So today I am using Weather 1, and it is a rain design. So Weather 1, that means I probably will do a metallic thread again today. I might use a different one than I used yesterday. We'll get there and find out. So any quilting design that is 6 by 6, If you are double hooping though, if you are using a 5x7 hoop, you will want to do a 4x6 quilting design and a 2x6 quilting design, just like we did yesterday. So on that, this design, Weather 1, I think it was a blue design. I'll have to confirm that, but I think it's a blue design. If it is a blue design, then it's totally okay to double hoop. You just don't want one that's going to go into the seams. All right, so like I said, I'm using Weather 1. It is available on the Kimberbell website as a direct download, and that means you get it immediately and save it to your computer, put it on your USB drive, and you're all ready to go. And like I mentioned yesterday, you can merge these designs together. I'm doing them separate just so that it's easier for everyone to understand, cuts down on the questions a little bit. But you can merge this using software. You can put your quilting design in and your embroidery design in and bring that to your machine, or very easily, we learned this on the Winter Stash Buster pillow, that you can bring it, just one of them, bring both of them on your USB stick, and when you load the quilting design, then you click that little add button. Most machines have some sort of add button that you can add the second design on top, and that was super easy too. So you can do it that way, or you can do them separate. It doesn't matter at all. The outcome is exactly the same. All right, so let's get started on Umbrella 2. Hey everyone, so on this Umbrella 2 block, I want to point out to those that are using a 5x7 hoop, this design that we're using, Weather 1, it's the rain, it is an orange design. So that means that the stitching goes off into the seams and comes back. It's like a traveling line that goes all the way around and in. So if you are rehooping, that's a problem. You don't want to do that because it will go on to your second hooping of design. So you would need to choose a blue design. So the one we used yesterday, the Weather 3, the wind design, that one you could use again. I also looked on the Kimberbell website in the blue designs just to give you a few ideas. So there's several. Kites 1, that is so cute. And how fun on this one that has this weather, the wind on the umbrella. That would be really cute. There's Insect 3, which is butterflies. That would be super cute. Spring 1 is umbrellas. Perfect for this umbrella block, so something to consider. Stars 1, we used that for the Boulevard pillow, the Twilight Boulevard pillow. That would work really well. Weather 2 is clouds. That would work. So there are several designs in the blue category. And again, if you are rehooping, then you would want to use a blue design. So I'm just throwing out some ideas for you, but you would not want to use the Weather 1, the rain, because it will go off into the seams, and that would mean it would go on to your next block of quilting. So anyway, some ideas for you. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend getting the thread kit from our sponsor, Daylily Fabric Shop. They are getting more in this week, and it just makes it so easy to not have to wonder which thread will go with your fabrics. And also, it's a great way to build up your stash of threads. So great product. I love Glide thread, by the way. So anyway, makes it easy. I highly recommend it. There are links under this video for Daylily and our coupon code. Hey everyone, so I said yesterday that I was going to show you how to add or merge the two designs on your embroidery machine, and then I forgot. So let me go ahead and do that today. So you can see I have the quilting design and the umbrella design, and so I'm going to start with the quilting design because we always do that first. And then I'm going to click set. Let me see if I can bring this down. So here's a set button, and then I have a button that says add. So I click add, and then it brings me back to my USB option, and then I click the umbrella that I want on top and click set again. And look at that. So easy and so fun. So here we have the rain underneath the umbrella design, and they will stitch together. They are merged, so I don't have to go out and do one at a time. I can do them all together. How fun is that? So this is what I was saying to the 5x7 people, that see how it goes into the seam. So that outer box is our 1/4 inch seam allowance. And you can see that this will go into that, and that is fine for us. It's not a problem because we've already trimmed our batting with that inner the inner box there, so it's not going to have batting in our seam, but it will have the quilting in the seam, which is totally fine for us. But if you are rehooping, then it's problematic because you'll see this on top of your fabric of your next block. So anyway, that's how to merge two very, very easily on your embroidery machine, and then you would just click that embroider button and you're all ready to go. Okay, I want to show you something. So I decided to use metallic thread on my rain. I used the light blue, I think it's L68, I will look, but it's really, really pretty. It is much prettier in person than I'm sure you're seeing on the camera, but very pretty and fun idea. And Brandy in our group gave a great tidbit. If you saw yesterday, I used these tweezers to thread my needle because we're not supposed to use our auto threader when threading a needle, but she gave us a tip that you just touch the back of your finger to your tongue, get it wet just a bit, and then put your finger up against the needle and thread your needle. I still need my old lady glasses, but this tip that she gave, it worked right away the first time I tried it, and look at it, just did it again. Oh my gosh, so that's awesome. So I should have zoomed in for you, but all I did is wet the back of my finger and touch the back of the needle and thread it through, and it just came right through. How easy is that? Thanks for sharing, Brandy. You're brilliant. We'll call you Brilliant Brandy from now on. All right, I finished my quilting, and since I merged the designs, remember I clicked that add button and merged the designs, it's going to go right into the umbrella now. Easy peasy. So my shirt today is so cute. I love this. I just made it a few days ago. It is Spring Gnomes. How cute is that? It's by Elma Embroidery on Etsy. I will add a link underneath this tutorial, but very, very, very cute design. The shirt is from my local Fred Meyer. But I added the words using Embellishment Essentials. I am loving Embellishment Essentials and how fun it is to use different fonts. I will add a link to the font that I used. I don't recall off the top of my head. I think it was Watermelon, but I will add a link. And also there's information under this video on Embellishment Essentials if you want to give that a try. There is a free express mode, and I think you can add some things but not all things. But I've been doing tutorials for Embellishment Essentials and just loving the fun things that you can do with it, especially with BX fonts with wording. It's so easy, super fun. So anyway, that's my shirt today. So let's go ahead and get started.